What up, YouTube? We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the TikTok live here, just getting started, and let's really get into it. So I just posted some gem videos on the TikTok page today. Last video that I posted is a step-by-step breakdown on how to sell on Amazon in 2025. Third to last video, I actually dropped a brand new YT video going over everything you need to sell on Amazon in 2025. So if you haven't already checked those two out. And then the second to last video that I posted today, it was a stitch of a creator. I actually saw two of my buddies make stitches of this creator's video, and it sparked a thought with me. He's talking about how he bought a $12,000 Balenciaga jacket, which, number one, that's a whole nother topic, but that's absurd. I don't care if I had Jeff Bezos money. I just think that's a waste. But in the video, the reason why I made that video isn't to talk about the price of the jacket, but is to talk about branding and why it's so important. People think that branding is just nice packaging and throwing your name or having a nice logo on your product. But if branding was truly that easy, then anybody with a logo and a brand name can go create a clothing brand and try to sell a jacket for $12,000. Meanwhile, are you actually going to make sales? No. Brand is everything. Brand is what makes a Gucci shirt that I can go get from a manufacturer at scale, 1,000 units, 30, $10, $20 a unit. It allows them to sell that piece for $150, $200. Sid, thank you so much for the follow. Meanwhile, a Pro Club t-shirt, probably not as good of quality as a Gucci shirt, but Pro Club shirts are what are they, like $8 or something like that? How do I find a trusted distributor? Please Google, bro. Just look it up. Where can I check out your videos? TikTok, 1,000 plus, but as we all know, TikTok might be going away soon. So if you guys still want to tap into the videos, the number one platform that I'm going to be putting my attention towards is going to be the app with the little red play button. I'm actually live there right now. If y'all want to go tap in, say what's up, go into that live, because if TikTok does, God forbid, go away, then I will be going live on YT every day. And even if it doesn't go away, I will still be going live on YT every day. I really like the YT lives, and if anything, probably on today's live, anybody who's still on the YT live towards the end, we'll end the TikTok live and we'll do some screen sharing, maybe some live product research on YT. Let's go. Profit margin on this account, 40% margins. Across all accounts, 35% average margin. Can you scale to 7 figures a year solo? Yes, 110%. You can, I think you can scale to any level solo. Worth starting or too late? No, it is not too late to start. Anybody who says that any business, I was just listening to a podcast with Gary Vee, and I loved what he said. I got to go rewatch that exact video to get the exact quote, but he pretty much define, like, you have two perspectives. I've heard people that I know who do Amazon who have been like, their perspective, and it's all the same. It all leads to the same place where they're like, Amazon's been saturated since I started, however many years ago. But it's about differentiating. It's about adding value to the market. It's about finding ways to break into certain markets. And then I love Gary Vee's perspective, and I kind of tend to fall more on this side. There's not really such thing as saturated. Because if you think about it, how many restaurants are there? How many nail salons are there? My barber, for example, just opened up a new barber shop, and he's crushing it, right? How many barber shops? There was probably 1 million people who would have told him, don't open up a barber shop. That market's too saturated. And so there is an abundance of so many of these industries. And I'm going to touch on that comment that you just said, Arnav, as well. But there's so many different competitors in every single industry. So if we think that one industry is saturated, then we should think that every industry is saturated. But saturation, if you find ways to have a great brand, you find ways to break out into the market, go watch the second to last video. It's kind of the same concept of why Balenciaga can go charge $12,000 for a hoodie in a world where you can say clothing companies are very, very saturated. And in terms of how many people fail, sorry, that comment threw me off. But and out of 10 sellers, how many fail? There's statistics that third-party services have done. Like I always look to like Jungle Scouts, third-party surveys. And if you actually go look at that, don't get me wrong, a good amount of people fail, but a good amount of people succeed. It's business. There's no guarantees in success in any business that you start, and there's going to be people who fail. But if if we're going to look at a blanket statement of all the people who fail, yeah, sure, numbers might be high in any business for the amount of people that fail. But how many of those people who are doing it right? I go live almost every day on TikTok and now YT as well. Do you know how many people come into my live talking about, I launched a product that's not doing good, and then I'll ask them questions and we break it down, and you come to find out that they didn't launch properly. They didn't have the proper strategies. They were kind of just winging it. They launched a not good product. They didn't differentiate the product good. They didn't get reviews. They didn't launch good PPC ad campaigns. So yes, people fail, but people also don't stick to the fundamentals, like to make emotional-based decisions. Even people who do stick to the fundamentals, not saying that success is guaranteed there, but you do mitigate your chances of failure. How many products do you have? 4 brands, including variations, 40 plus products. What could be the ideal budget after setting up the account? I'd say $3K minimum. That's the reason why I will be getting your course, so I don't make any mistakes. Let's go, Sid, in the YT chat. God bless you, brother, and I'm looking forward to having you in the program. Zishan, thank you so much for the follow. The man who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't are both right. I love that. Oh, I really love that, actually. That was the question I said threw me off because I was trying to read it earlier. Still be on track. I'm going to pin that. That's in the TikTok live. The man who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't are both right. I really, really, really love that. Right. It should be how many actually try. Exactly, Arnav. And I also love that you said that as well. This is referring back to me saying, you can't put a blanket statement on how many people are failing, how many people aren't, because really, I would say 90 plus, there's some people who get lucky, but 90+%, it's just a number off the top of my head, of people who succeed or sticking to the fundamentals or doing everything right or launching properly, launching good products, all of that. And then I'd say 90% of the people who fail are not sticking to the fundamentals, launching products based on emotion rather than products that have good market numbers, products that they can differentiate with. I've talked about how a lot of the products that I've failed selling on Amazon weren't products with, this bulletproof product criteria and amazing differentiators and amazing margins and amazing launch strategies. It was products where I thought they would do good. Emotionally, I wanted to launch those products. I didn't care so much about the numbers as I did about just the feeling to want to launch those products. No differentiation, kind of just copying the market, not adding value to the market, clicking copy and paste. And guess what? Those products failed. And a lot of the products, not all, but a lot of the majority of the products where I have stuck to the fundamentals, I've added value to the market, I've made sure I had great margins, those products go on to succeed. Maybe not right away. Maybe I have to do some optimizations. Maybe I have to push for more reviews. And that's another misconception of people who start. And this is another reason why I think a lot of people fail. You start selling on Amazon, you see the screenshots that I post or other coaches post, and you see, their first month, they're doing 10K a month. Their third month, they're doing 50K a month. Oh my gosh. And yes, that is the reality for some sellers, but that's not the standard for all sellers. So you launch a product on Amazon and it's not converting well right away. And some people think, okay, I must have to just spend more on PPC ads. So they dump more into ads. And then that's also not the solution to their problem. And because their conversion isn't good, they end up just losing money rather than somebody who sees, okay, I'm not converting well. I need to make an optimization here. I need to go improve my listing. I need to go do this. And then now their ads are converting better and they're actually making money, but it's because they put in the effort and didn't think that their success was a right. Oh, I launched a product on Amazon. It's my right to make $10,000 a month. We got a YT comment. Hey, Luke, how would I go about creating a market differentiation, stand out in the market, especially main selling point might be only quality? So, Robin, my two favorite ways to differentiate a product are changing the design. A lot of people, when I say this, think I mean like we have this cup right here, make it a triangle, change the design significantly. No, not necessarily. I don't want to touch my straw, but oh well, just to show you. Something that I mean with this is you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to get a custom mold made. This product, right, has the straw. Actually, do I have to take the straw out? No, I don't. So it has the straw, but then it also coffee cup style right here. I think this is a sweet differentiator. I actually didn't even know about it until I bought the product. I just wanted a metal cup so I wasn't drinking out of plastic. But an amazing differentiator. It's not reinventing the wheel. Maybe the manufacturer had something like this in stock and it just wasn't on the market on Amazon. Things like changing the size, things like adding a bonus item. So I know this product also came with like a cleaning tool to clean the straw and a few other things. So changing the design and adding a bonus item that's complementary to the main product. I think differentiation, there's two different aspects of people who struggle with it. You have those who think they need to reinvent the wheel and do the most. And then you also have those who think that they don't have to go do anything and that's enough. Go click copy and paste, right? So let's say that you had, or that it's too difficult, right? It's too difficult. This product I can't differentiate this product. We did it live on TikTok live. We'll do it if you stay in the YouTube live, Robin. We will do live differentiation and I'll screen share later. We'll pick random markets. I had somebody say pick a hard market, a saturated market on TikTok live, and somebody picked deodorant. So we looked at the deodorant market on Amazon, and I found ways to differentiate deodorant with those two main differentiators that I talk about. Another one is quantity, like increasing the quantity. This is my least favorite and one that's not always applicable, because if I'm ordering a cup as a customer and somebody's like, I'm going to do a 2-pack. Well, I might not want 2 cups. But if I have camera batteries, right, then maybe having a 2-pack of these, somebody who wants a spare, increasing the quantity for a product like this could be a good differentiator. But that's not always applicable. Bro, by the way, y'all, I'm answering the YT. I'm getting to all the TikTok comments. But I'm getting to all the TikTok comments. I'm just prioritizing YT comments, the app with the little red play button. Bro, if I did not have you, I would have been in that mentality that making 10K as soon as you launch was the standard. This is why I think a good mentor, I have the best, is worth the investment. I appreciate you, brother. God bless. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I'll be here. Thank you. Nice, Robin. Yeah, we'll do live differentiation in a little bit. Also, TikTok, I'm probably going to transition fully to YT in like 10 minutes, unless we get the TikTok live to 2K likes. Tap that screen. If you guys still want me to stay live on TikTok, we got to hit 2K likes by the end of this. In YT, if you guys are in the live right now, make sure that you hit that like button. So TikTok, if you want me to stay on live and not just be on YT, be sure to tap that screen. It's very easy to get to 2K likes, by the way. Let's go. Out of 10 sellers, I already answered that. I answered that. No likes. I guess we'll be going to YT soon. So make sure you guys go check out the YT at Luke Basha, because we are going to be going live just there soon. Are you aiming to get acquired or sell to a firm ever? Yes, God willing, eventually. How's it done with FBA? You utilize Amazon's platform, the largest e-commerce platform in the world, and you're able to sell your products there. And with FBA, you send all of your inventory to Amazon's fulfillment centers. And then every time you get an order, Amazon will pick, pack, and ship that order directly to the customer. Of course, this is associated with a fee. TikTok Live is not rocking tonight, so I think we're just going to go straight over to YT, assuming that we're not going to get the likes in the next 8 minutes since we didn't get it in the first 2. So if y'all want to still see me on live, get your questions answered, be sure to come over to the app with the little red play button. My app is Luke Basha over there. Oh, maybe. Okay, we'll give you guys 2 more minutes. We'll see if we can tap in right now. Is Amazon FBA a business that can be done traveling around the world? Oh, bro, if I end the TikTok live, if we don't get the 2K likes in like 7 minutes, I'll show you on my phone. I don't know where my other phone is. Actually, you're on YT live, so I use a Mac, so I can pull up some photos. Last year, I don't say this to brag or to boast or anything like that. I'm just giving you some context. In 2023, because of like a family emergency, someone in the fam got sick, I didn't do any travels. I had a few trips planned, but I canceled all my trips to be there with that family member. Thank God they're good now. Last year, I went to Puerto Rico, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, British Virgin Islands, St. Martin, St. John, Athens, Greece, Santorini, Greece, Mykonos, Greece, London, Mazatlan, Cabo. Where else? There was one other spot in Mexico, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Tennessee, Vegas, about 3 months of the year last year, at least 50 trips to Vegas last year. Where else? All right, we're not going to just prolong it, but lots of places. And I did all of that while still operating and growing my Amazon FBA businesses. So yeah, traveling is my thing. You guys don't see me like flex all this stuff, but like I'm not tied down to a warehouse. I'm not tied down to an office. You guys actually see my office. It's a little messy over there because I got to build something. I'm not tied down to any given place. All I need is my computer and some Wi-Fi, and we are good to go. I see Padilla out here on the TikTok live crushing the likes. I think she's about to save TikTok live and not have me end the live there. So y'all, W's in the chat for her. Please, I don't know how to use FBA. I answer to that. How much money would you say you need to start? Minimum 3K USD. And when I talk about this, I include not just inventory and shipping. I try to include like all-in startup costs. But to be more comfortable with a private label launch, I would say 3,500 to 4K USD is a good range. Thoughts on online arbitrage? I'm not a fan. I'm biased. I do private label. I'm a private label guy. I'm not saying it's a bad business model. People clearly make money with arbitrage, but I just think that private label fundamentally is a better business model. Hello from Huddersfield, UK. What up from Southern California? Shout out to the UK. I actually thought I had no interest in going to Europe. And it's just like didn't seem like my vibe. There were so many other places that I wanted to travel. I'm assuming that Huddersfield is much different than London, but I went down to London and it was really good vibes. I'm not a city guy. I don't like New York. I don't like LA. I don't like Bangkok, Singapore. Like none of those city vibes are for me. but I really did like London. It was good vibes. Hey, let's go. We're at 1.5K likes. Everybody, make sure that you hit that like button, tap that screen. Padilla, shout out to you. How is the fire? Thank God I am not affected by it. I live in OC, closer to the beach, so I'm like 50 or 60 miles away from LA, even further away from the fires. I have family in LA, and thank God even them are good, but definitely prayers up to everyone affected by the fire. I haven't posted the video yet, and I don't know. I struggle with talking about stuff like this, but I think if I have a platform, might as well. I have a video in my drafts talking about how I'm going to be giving back more in 2025 and stuff, and just making videos about it. Not so much to flex, but people post their cars and stuff like that. Why not show like the good that you do in the world? And so, God willing, find ways to help out people in the fires as well. Supplements a good product? No, supplements are one of the most expensive categories and competitive categories to launch and start on Amazon. That 3,500 4K that I said that you may need for private label, that is substantially more for supplements. I could go break down a million reasons as to why supplements are not good. In fact, I'm going to stay on TikTok live because shout out to Padilla. I think we're about to get to 2K likes. She saved the TikTok live tonight, but I am going to go screen share on YT, which is the app with the little red play button. I'll still be on here. Maybe if anything, I'll show you guys both, right? But if you guys want to see the full screen share, come over to YT. I'm going to show two things. First off, how about we do, just because I'm pretty sure Robin is still in the YT live, we're going to do this. Robin, I'm going to show you, somebody say a hard market. Even in TikTok live, I'll show y'all too. Name a random saturated market. I'm not about to differentiate a product for anybody, so give me a hard one, something that you think would be difficult to differentiate on Amazon, and I'm going to show you guys live how I would differentiate it. Okay, protein, I like that, Chris. That's really saturated or really competitive, very expensive category to go in. Home goods is too easy, Daniel, and too generic. Give me a hard, like something where you think, I don't know how I would differentiate that product. Dog bed's too easy too. And also, I don't think it's saturated enough. Protein so far is the top answer. What do we think? You guys give ideas. What you think is hard to differentiate. Vitamins, that's another good one. Shout out to Chris in the YT chat. Okay, if there's no others, let's do, I'll let you guys pick. Protein or vitamins? What about a baby crib? I think that's easy too. What are good keyword search rates to explore? I like minimum search volume of 2K. Okay, let's do protein. Let's do protein. Something tells me that, I accidentally sorry, TikTok, I'm here. Okay, let me turn my phone on Do Not Disturb so that we don't get notifications while we're screen sharing. We don't want that. Let's change my location. It's changed on Amazon. And let's go to protein powder. Okay, so Daniel, thank you so much for for the follow. I appreciate you. YT, my laptop, gotta plug it in. Hold on. Okay. So we are going to screen share here. I'm gonna show you guys to TikTok. I won't leave you out. Okay, YT, are we good? I think we're good. All right, TikTok. I'll bring you guys along for the ride with me. I need a stand. I have one, but I just don't like it. Should we remove the dashboard? Let's put it up here. Okay. So, protein powder. Some people may think, also YT, I cannot read the comments while I'm screen sharing, so just bear with me. All right. Here we go. Protein powder. Some people might think, wow, this is a hard product to differentiate. Like protein, they're all the same, blah, 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 blah. There's a few ways that I would go about this. Number one, this is just inherent for any product that you guys are launching. Also, you can see me, shout out to me on the YT camera. Any product that you guys are launching, go look at the top competitors in the market, go look at their negative reviews, go look at their positive reviews, see what customers like about the product and take ideas from that, see what customers don't like about the product and improve upon that. Next thing that I would do is I'd need some kind of product research software. I'm using Helium 10's X-ray tool. Jungle Scout also has their own version of it. And what I want to do is I want to look at my top competitors. So I'm going to organize it by most sales to least in the parent level revenue. And so now we break it down to all these sellers, 9 mil a month, 5 mil a month, 5 mil a month, 2 mil a month, right? And I would do this much more in depth if this was a product that I was going to go launch, but I'm just giving you guys the quick version, but I still think the quick version is going to be in depth. So let's go, and we're going to go in, we're going to open up a new tab for each one of these competitors. Oh, wait, hold on, YT, I have to share this tab instead. Make sure we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at everything about this competitor. I'd probably increase the screen there. So we see that these guys, 24 grams of protein. We see they have some BCAAs. We see their flavors. They obviously have a lot of different flavor profiles here, but I think French vanilla is their top one. There's obviously a big brand as well. So we see another thing that I would look at is how many servings per, because a product like this, you would take the amount of servings, divide that by the price, or ounces. I guess they're doing it in ounces. So $1 per ounce, or it would be like $1 per serving. I would make note of anything like that. And I would make note of just any other things that the top competitors were doing right. So, okay, people clearly like the size of this product. I would assume that they like the flavor profile. Something like the milligrams of the protein is probably something that entices people as well. And I would go do that. This is actually collagen peptides. That's collagen. Let's look at real protein. Okay, here we go. Well, and then again, I would rinse and repeat this process. YT, I gotta change the tab. Are we good? Yes, we are. So now I'm gonna go look at these guys. Okay, so let's see. Servings, significantly less. Doing good. It's a big brand name. Let's actually just, okay, because I'm going to end up saying that for every listing. 20 servings. I think that's a little bit low. Also, you would look at calories as well. That would be something that's important. Okay, now we're going to go back to our YT chat, and I'd be taking notes. All of these things, all of the things that the top competitors were doing, because clearly they're doing something right in the market. They're the top competitors, right? It could be they're listing their reviews as well, but it's also obviously their product. Otherwise, they'd be getting slammed with bad reviews. So let's keep going. Let's look at these ones. This is grass-fed. Oops, not copy link. Open a new tab. I got to switch you over again. Are we good? Yes, we are. Okay. So now we have the protein, same grams of protein. This one is 67 servings. Okay, solid. We see calories 140. I'd also be keeping in mind sugar, especially for a health product. I wouldn't even launch a consumable. This is just for example's sake, because like I said, give me a difficult product that would be that I would differentiate with. So far, the notes that I would have is I'm making notes of the serving. I'm making notes of the sugar. For most proteins, you would want 0 grams of included sugar. It'll probably have 1 or 2 grams of sugar in there, right? I would take notes of all the top flavors that were performing well. I would take note of the size in terms of the servings of all the top competitors, okay? So let's say we've created a little bit of a profile. We'd obviously go through all of these sellers here on page 1, but let's say that we created a little bit of a profile for our top sellers. Well, just from looking at those 3 sellers in the market, one thing that I have analyzed is that, okay, it seems like the 2 that we looked at, 50 plus servings, if you were doing 1 to 2 servings a day, a 30 to 60 day supply of protein seems to be like a good range. Now, another thing that I noticed is most people have 25 grams of protein. I obviously drink protein shakes. There's some things that I know about the market, and 25 grams is actually a little bit on the lower end, okay, for protein. And so if I was launching a product like this, I would think, okay, maybe I can increase. And of course, this would add to your cost, but you can probably adjust it in your price as well. You see that the range in price for all of these markets is pretty, pretty deep. And so I would come in and be like, okay, maybe if the standard in the market, wait, hold on, I'm getting a call. Okay, sorry. So if the standard in the market was a 1 month supply, I would look to maybe go in and add a 2 month supply. If the standard was 25 grams of protein, I would go in and try to maybe go to 35 grams. Of course, you have to be you have to be aware of the price, because you can't just go and add a bunch of milligrams of protein, because that's going to go increase your cost a lot. But something small, 30 grams, 35 grams, just to give your product an edge. I would probably not use flavor as a differentiator, because if we go and look at almost every single seller, they have a lot of different flavors. I would look at what flavors were performing best and then maybe use that as my starting ones. And so we have, let's share this tab again. So we have increased protein count or protein milligrams. We have an increased servings. A product like this also, I would definitely make sure to have a very, very attractive logo. Logo and branding for something like supplements would be huge. My very first product was actually a supplement that I launched on Amazon, and I had I know obviously I'm biased, but I had an amazing brand and logo. My sales showed for it. Getting the bestseller badge my very first month of launching showed for it. So some products, custom packaging will help you stand out a little bit. For a product like this, where packaging and logos and the design really does matter, I would say that's another key factor. And so those are just from analyzing 3 products. Those are just a few ways that I would potentially stand out and differentiate my product from the competition. Oops, sorry, don't mean to zoom you in so much. We're going to show one more thing on the YT chat as well, or the YT live. Like I said, you can find ways to differ. And differentiating doesn't mean you reinvent the wheel. It's taking ideas from all the top sellers, kind of combining them into a hybrid listing, because now you're launching something that nobody's seen on the market. Maybe there isn't somebody else who has 35 milligrams or 40 milligrams of protein per serving, as many servings as you do, as quality of a looking brand as you do. So there's all these things. You create the best of both worlds, or the best of all worlds on Amazon, and now you have a unique product that stands out and differentiates from the competition. Appreciate the help, man. Of course. Do you have a mentorship? I do. You can check it out in the TikTok bio. What about when the keyword is good, but it's more of a market view related to a keyword rather than a product? I can't visualize or picture what you mean, Robin, because think about how Amazon works. It's a search-based platform. So if I'm searching for AirPod case or headphone case, it's going to show me that product on Amazon. It's not necessarily like I'm searching for a keyword and then it's showing me something. Oops, don't connect me to my AirPods. Whoopsies. And then it's showing me something that's not related to the product. Please suggest any platform for product inspection in China. If you order on Alibaba, there's going to be an option in your order page where you can just get an inspection from there. Zach, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. What did I miss? We just went over some live differentiation, how to differentiate a product. Let's go. Stick, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Make sure that you guys drop your questions down below. Do you ship items directly from China to Amazon? Yes. I do not touch the bulk order of my products. It goes directly from my manufacturer over to Amazon's fulfillment centers, where of course they store it. And then every time you get an order, they will pick, pack, and ship it to the customer. Can you please show us profit dashboard from sales below? If you go look at the pinned video, let's move this actually. If you go look at the pinned video on my profile, I have a profit breakdown. Do you recommend avoiding any product category with large sellers when first starting? Yes, established sellers. Just heard back from IP Accelerator. Got the green light. Brand registry from the start is my way. Let's go. Let's go, brother. I love it. Congratulations, Airstick, one of the mentorship students. Should I be focused on smaller niches first? I like to look for markets that are under or around 500 average reviews. There's obviously going to still be competition, but the competition isn't as established. How do you figure out how much will sell? The FBA costs go up, and longer it sits there, it doesn't it? You get charged storage fees per unit per month. Your FBA fees don't like increase by a percentage the longer they sit there, and you just sell the products. You focus on marketing the products, getting reviews, advertising the products. That's why you also don't start with thousands of units in the beginning. You start with 100 to 300. You get proof of concept on your product launch, and then see how the product is going to convert, and you make adjustments from there. A lot of people will just go too heavy on inventory in the beginning. They're so scared of running out of stock that they overstock, which is just as big, if not a bigger problem, especially in the beginning. I would 10 times out of 10 rather have run out of stock on my first order than be sitting on 1,000 plus units of a product that's not converting, because pay the storage fees on 1,000 units for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months of a low converting product. Sometimes it takes a couple months to get a product up and rolling off the ground. You want to be paying storage fees for all those units? I wouldn't. So I would rather go out of stock. You'll lose rank a little bit, but I've never had a good product that I sold on Amazon that I wasn't able to increase rank back up on that did go out of stock. We have products with thousands of reviews where there's a logistical issue or a supply chain issue where they go out of stock. Still solid product. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge. Of course. What's your Insta so I can follow you when TikTok shuts down? Official Luke Basha. That is my business account. And also my YT, the app with the little red play button, which I'm also live there right now. Is at Luke Basha. That's probably where I'm going to be the most active, posting shorts, long form content, which I just posted a brand new long form video today. Everything you need to sell on Amazon. Also, YT chat, if you guys are rocking with me in here, if you guys can like the live, it would be much appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot. How many new products do you try to launch a year? I don't have like a set number. Sometimes it's more than others. One year we launched like 15 products. One year we barely launched any products. So it really just ranges on the season. Ideally, it'd be nice to launch like 6 a year, but sometimes it doesn't always work out like that. Please suggest any product platform for product inspection. Like I said, if you got an order through Alibaba, you can just get an inspection through Alibaba. They offer a bunch of third-party inspection companies. I use my own freight forwarding company that I created to do my product inspections, and only my mentorship students have access to the freight forwarding company. But Alibaba, pretty standard. The cool thing about the inspections that we're now offering for the students is Alibaba inspections are like $175, and they inspect like 5 units. And then with the inspections that we offer, they're 100 and I think they're 100. I have to double check. I think they're like 150 for the students, and they inspect 30+% of your items. And we're testing a new inspection company that you pay them for the day. And so essentially as many units as they can inspect for the day, they will. So if they can inspect all 100 units in the X amount of time, they'll inspect all 100 units. So that's going to be pretty cool as well. Also, y'all, on TikTok, I just posted some absolute gem videos on the page today. Last video I posted is how to sell on 2025 step by step. Second to last video is a stitch of another creator talking about spending 12 grand on a Balenciaga hoodie, which I think is crazy. But in that video, I highlight why branding is so important when you sell on Amazon. And also, third to last video, I talk about the new YT video that I posted today. Is FBA, do you have a storefront? If so, do you have more than one different product category? Yes, we have a storefront. Storefront doesn't really matter on Amazon. How many of you are shopping on a brand store page versus just searching for the product that you want and buying it? And yes, we have accounts with different categories. What should the MOQ for the first order for private label product be? I like to start with 100 to 300 units at the start to get that proof of concept on a product. Let's go, everybody. Okay, TikTok. I love y'all. If you guys like the videos, you guys like the lives, and you want a more in-depth guide on how to sell on Amazon, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship Program in the TikTok bio. I am going to still be going live on YT for a little bit. I'm also hosting another free webinar on January 15th. If you guys want to go sign up for that, it will be in the TikTok bio. Signups will be gone tomorrow, most likely. So be sure to tap into that. God bless you. I'll be live on the app with the little red play button for a little bit longer. So I will see y'all there. Let's go, YT. What up, what up? Let's get this going. I said I was going to show one more thing. Also, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Really helps out the YT channel a lot. Everybody being in the live. You guys don't even know. We are going to build this channel brick by brick, just like we did with the TikTok page, God willing. The goal by the end of this year is to be at 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and sharing the videos, because when you do that, it helps out a lot. And we are going to share screen. Okay, sorry. Let's do it. So we're actually going to back to protein powder. Make sure you guys like the live. If you are in the YT live right now, if you guys are getting value from it, it really helps out the live a lot. So this is, somebody also asked, is supplements a good market to go into on Amazon? This is why no. This is why I avoid high reviewed markets, because I think they're oversaturated or at least too competitive. We have a market like this. Let's actually remove sponsored products because we only want to look at organic listings here. Again, y'all, if you guys are in the live, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out the live a lot, and it would be much appreciated. So 23,000 average reviews. What a lot of people will teach or think on Amazon is they look at this top seller who has 224,000 reviews. Let's maybe not even them. Let's even say these guys with 50,000 reviews. They look at them and they say, yeah, I feel you, Chris. They look at this and they're like, $900,000. If I can just take 10% or 5% of their sales, I'll be good. Yeah, theoretically, if that was the case, true. But that's not exactly how it works, because you're launching into this market as a new seller. You don't have, how many sellers does this seller have? You don't have 25,000 reviews. You're probably not going to have as competitive of a price. You're not going to be as established with your rank. All right. So why do I say all this? Because remember, we're not launching with thousands of reviews like our competitor. This is one of the product criteria that I look at. Sellers under 200 reviews who make 10K plus a month. Do you see how many sellers under 200 reviews are in this market? There's only 2. You might think, but they all make $10,000 a month. But what are the chances that your brand is going to be one of these 2 sellers under 200 reviews? How long does it take to get 200 reviews on Amazon? It could be a pretty long push depending on the product variations, how much you push for reviews. And so if we're not on page 1, are we really going to see numbers like our other competitors? No, because a majority of the sales on Amazon come from page 1. So that is why I avoid high average reviews markets. I like markets where I see sellers with 20 reviews, 30 reviews, 50 reviews, making 10K a month, 20K a month, because it's a better indicator that me as a new seller will perform good. YouTube, I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Genuinely appreciate it. If you guys like the lives, like the videos, and want a more in-depth guide on how to sell on Amazon, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship Program in the YouTube bio. I also just posted a brand new YouTube video today, everything you need to sell on Amazon in 2025. I appreciate y'all. I thank you for rocking with me, and have a blessed night and week.